France does have a particular problem at the moment, it would seem, and that's certainly something that's been recognised across the political spectrum. Well, let's just show you, first of all, the video that is at the centre of this controversy. We'll play it for you with some sound to start with, and then we'll stop it before it gets too offensive. Now, what you're seeing here is the French academic and philosopher Alain Finkielkraut. There, he is the man who was being confronted by a jeering crowd of people in yellow vests. You can see here they continue shouting abuse at him. The police actually get involved to put a distance between Mr. Finkielkraut and these demonstrators who are shouting, among other things, France is our country, not yours, as well as vile anti-Semitic abuse being hurled at the French academic. Now, he is himself known in France for, among other things, many books, but has in the past been controversial in his views about the assimilation of migrants into the country. He is a well-known figure, yes, controversial to some, but this anti-Semitic abuse shouted in broad daylight at Mr. Finkielkraut as he was walking down a street in Paris has really shocked people here in France. Let me bring you up what the Minister of the Interior had to say almost immediately after, saying that scenes like these in Paris in 2019 simply intolerable. Going on to say that, actually quoting the Minister of the Interior, quoting some of the anti-Semitic abuse like "Die Zionist" that was shouted at Mr. Finkielkraut, and going on to say this language has no place in France. An investigation has been launched. The President Emmanuel Macron also condemning this. Marine Le Pen, the leader of the nationalists in France, again condemning this language. And what is interesting is what we've seen in response to this, with France's education minister, among others, promising to go on marches at 7 p.m. at Central European time in France, and also the mayor of Paris as well, saying she will be marching these marches against anti-Semitism, because this is not the first instance that France has seen. A postbox with the image of Simone Veil, a Holocaust survivor, was daubed over with a swastika. France's Interior Minister at the time calling this a terrible act. You can see this is, Isabel, one of a recurring number of incidents. But this video, that kind of abuse, you heard the anger in that crowd, has shocked people and certainly has raised many questions about how France and indeed how Europe is dealing with the issue of anti-Semitism.